To my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Misha, and if you are not, welcome back. Today I wanted to do this affordable drugstore makeup tutorial. A lot of the products that I purchased can be found in the drugstore except for Colourpop, so I apologize that it is not drugstore friendly, but they are super affordable. Can I just say, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like drugstore makeup has gotten so expensive. Like, I remember when I went to Ulta to purchase all of these products, the damn cashier told me my total and I damn near fainted. I said, if you guys would like to see how to do this look, then please keep on watching. Alright guys, so before I start any type of makeup, I always like to go in with my NYX Lip Oil, and this is in the shade Clear. If you guys have not tried this yet, I highly recommend it. It does really good at moisturizing your lips, and it's super affordable. It reminds me so much of MAC's lip conditioner, but way cheaper. To do the brows, I'm going to be using Maybelline's Brow Drama in the shade Blonde. So I'm gelling my brows down with this, and you guys, it was way too dark. This is not blonde to me. I don't know whose blonde hair is this dark, but anyway, to fill in my brows, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Medium Brown. I was a little disappointed because they didn't have more color options, but I just took whatever was available. So I'm just filling in my brows as usual. To clean up the brows, I'm going to be using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and this is in the shade Fair 02. So when I bought this, I just bought the lightest one, and you guys, it was like pure white, so I had to go back and exchange it for this shade right here. So I love this concealer. It's super affordable. I think it's only $5, and it's super mattifying, so it makes a really good eyeshadow base. So I'm just cleaning up my brows like usual, and I'm going to be prepping my eyes with the concealer all over and blending it out with a Real Techniques sponge. For the eyes, I'm going to be using the Colourpop Misunderstood palette, and this is from their Villians collection. So I'm going in with the color Tragic as my transition shade, and for this video I really tried to purchase items that I have not tried already, so that way I could do like a mini review on them. So with this Colourpop palette, I really love that the colors are blendable and they're very pigmented. So for this whole entire palette, I believe it was $22, which I feel like is a very good deal considering that other palettes from other brands are about $65 for as many shadows as you get in this one. So I highly recommend these Colourpop palettes. The next shade I'm going to be using is called Devious, and this is just a darker warmed tone brown. So we're just going to be placing this right below that Tragic color, and you guys are going to see in real time how long it takes me to do my eyeshadow. I always like to add little by little because I feel like adding is a lot easier than trying to remove too much color. That can mess up a whole entire look, so this is the reason why I like to do it this way. So I'm just applying this in my crease, and I'm going back in with that first fluffy brush that I used and blending it out. To darken up the inner and outer corners of the eye, I'm going in with this Ulta and NYX XO palette, and I'm going to be taking that plum shade, and I'm just focusing this on the inner and outer corners slowly by slowly. This is going to help create a halo eye or a spotlight eye, whatever it is that you guys want to call it. And I'm honestly not sure if they sell this palette individually. I believe I got this as a gift with purchase when I went shopping at Ulta maybe like 2 months ago. So this is my very first time using it, and I love this palette so far. To prep the lids with our lid color, I'm going to be using the NYX Glitter Primer, and if you guys have not tried this yet, I love to use this with any type of glittery or metallic-y eyeshadow. This just helps it stick on a lot better and makes it more pigmented. And for the lid color, I'm going to be going back into the Misunderstood palette from Colourpop, and I'm going to be taking the color Pain and Panic, which is kind of like a coppery gold color. And before I pack this onto my lid, I just like to use some setting spray to kind of wet it a little bit, and I'm using the NYX Dewy Finishing Mist. So I'm just packing this all onto my lid, and after that's on there, I'm just going to go back in with my blending brush and just smooth out the edges. So the eyes are pretty much finished. I'm just going to be making a really thin line with my NYX eyeliner pen, and the lashes I'm going to be using today are by Caked Mob Hawaii, and they are in the style Extra AF. For my moisturizer, I'm just going to be using my usual Tatcha. I apologize that I didn't purchase a drugstore one, but I just didn't see any purpose in doing that because I already have my moisturizer that I love. But a really good alternative, Neutrogena makes a really good moisturizer. I believe it's called Ultra Boost, or wait, no, it's not called Ultra Boost. It's called Hydra Boost. What the fuck? Like, Ultra Boost is the shoe. So that's a really, really good one, and it smells amazing. I used that for years because, you know, back then a bitch was broke as fuck and could not afford no Tatcha. So that's a really, really good one. For my primer, I'm going to be using the NYX Angel Veil, and this reminds me so much of the MAC Skin Base. If you guys have not tried it, it's really good for oily skin. For my foundation, I really wanted to try the Maybelline Fit Me Foundation because it's super popular and I see that a lot of people love it, and it's super buildable. Like, I feel like it's not as full coverage as the 24-hour Super Stay, which is normally what I use. So I'm just blending that out with my Real Techniques sponge. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Age Rewind and some of the Colourpop No Filter Concealer, and I'm just mixing the two, and I'm just applying this underneath my eyes and at the high points of my face as usual. To contour my nose, I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Bronzer, and I believe this is in the shade Dolce. To set my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder, and this is in the shade Fair 05, and I'm just applying that with this little puffer I got from Sephora. And to set the rest of my skin, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me Powder, and this is in the shade 120. I don't like to leave the powder underneath my eyes on for too long because I feel like it makes it look super dry, so I'm just dusting it off as soon as I'm done applying the rest of my face powder. And for my contour, I'm going to be using the Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Dolce. For my blush, I'm going to be using Berry Amore, and this is from Milani. To line my waterline, I'm going to be using this nude eyeliner pencil from Rimmel, and going back into that NYX and Ulta palette, I'm going to be taking that plum shade to smoke out my lower lash line, and to smoke it out even more, I'm going back into that Tragic color. For the inner tear duct color, I'm going back into the Misunderstood palette by Colourpop, and I'm going to be using the shade Mongrels. For the lips, all of the products are from NYX Cosmetics. So the first two products I'm going to be using is called Dainty Days, and this is the suede lip liner and the suede matte lipstick. If you guys have not tried this yet, it is bomb.org. Like, I swear to God, I would use this all the time. This has been my favorite lip combo. And for the gloss, I'm going to be using the shade Fortune Cookie. Lastly, for our highlighter, this is called Flexitarian, and this is from Colourpop. And if y'all want to flex on these hoes for $5, I highly recommend this highlighter. Alright, you guys, that was it for today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed my tutorial on this look right here. If you guys did, don't forget to go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and if you have not already, please follow me on Instagram. I always do a lot of polls and everything on there, along with updates on my next video. So if you guys want to keep up with me, make sure you guys follow me on there. But until then, you guys, I will see you in my next video.